The second question should come from FICO by raising hand. FICO, please.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Rosaka. Questions for Mrs. Mila and Mr. Hendro. Have your organization ever felt burnout or saturated or redundant on innovation? Do your organization already mitigate, let's say, or compensate when such innovation doesn't work or fail to implement it? Don't get me wrong, I do innovate a little bit on my company, but I'm a bit worried when I see Mr. Indawan Nugroho video about Lego and its danger because too eager to innovate. Thank you.
Okay, please, Mila first, and then secondly, Dr. Hendro.
So yes, there is also such a thing as innovation burnout. Yeah, that's why we mentioned in the success factors of innovation that first it has to be aligned to the strategy and the purpose of the organization, so that then you just don't introduce any a kind of initiative or new things in the organization, because people are really very stressed or stretched already these days. Yeah, it's very important also to prioritize, because it's very enticing to actually like, okay, that is new, Samsung is doing that, we should do that, Dyson is doing that, we should do that as well. But it's very important for us in Electrolux to really understand what is our strategy. What is our purpose as an organization? And whatever our competitors or peers are doing, is that where we want to go, where we want to position ourselves as well. So the innovation has to be aligned on your purpose and strategy as an organization, and then you have to prioritize it as well.
Okay, now is Dr. Hendro.
Yep, thank you, Mr. Fico. Innovation burnout, yes, it's happening, it's real. Mental health problem. Even I heard now from a lot of colleagues, there's a great resignation in a lot of startup companies that value in millions and billions of dollars. There's a lot of young people resigning. So there are two ways in looking at this if we are the leaders of the company. The first one, the burnout is real. So first, there has to be intervention. There has to be immediate intervention on how can we work on this one. Because otherwise, your operation, your day-to-day is not sustainable. Built on very brittle workforce. The second one, the prevention. The thing that I showed earlier about inside scan, so that's something what we call the team barometer. That's how we can detect, doing the pulse check, where's our team? How are they doing now? So that one way to prevent it, just do that sensing, pulse checking, no matter how you do it. Second one, make sure you have intervention mechanism in place. So those are the practical things that I think every leader should think about and should execute to deal with that burnout phenomena that we have. And it's what do you call it? It's something that sometimes we cannot avoid. First, because the type of work, and the second one is the situation of the world that we are living on. Feels like everything is hyper competitive. Everyone seems anxious with COVID. Everyone feels they're like, I may lose my job. Or even the case recently, where a startup paid only $10 per month for an intern. That's unacceptable. So that's why, other than those two, I think the most important thing for everyone call themselves innovation leaders, they need to show their values. What do they use? Is it just about getting, what do you call it, ROI? Or increase in the stock market price? What are their values? And it's time also for the society to also value companies that show real values in their leadership team. That would be my answer, Mr. Vico.